Get Elsa out your mouth. We're going to realign it today. I don't know if that's something specific to the area I live in or if it's in other states, but pretty much what it is a kids consignment sale. So they have consignment items pretty much from birth up until I don't even know what age it cuts off for, probably in the teens. But it's just really nice because you can go and you can get everything from toys to strollers to cribs, anything you can think of that you would need for a baby, a toddler, a child, a young adult, clothing wise, all of that. And you can get it for really low prices. And the thing that we love about it the most with our girls is that we're able to get, like I said, these things. And a lot of times they're new because, you know, people have baby showers and they're gifted all this stuff, and maybe you don't even have a chance for your baby to wear something or for you to use the blankets or to use different equipment, but you want to get rid of it, so then you can consign the stuff and sell it, so you make a little bit of money off of it, and then other people are able to go in and buy the stuff. So we buy a lot of stuff that's new and we get super low prices on it, or you can even get stuff that's used but in really good condition. And so we love it for, like I said, for clothing. We've gotten different baby equipment, not cribs or anything like that, but we've even gotten a stroller, like a double stroller that we use from the Rialana consignment sale. So we love it. It's awesome. It's a huge store. It feels like such a huge thing when you walk in. It can be overwhelming, the experience, because there's so much. But I remember the first time I went, I had come home from Russia to do some visa stuff, and we were pregnant with our first, and just the excitement of becoming a new dad and, you know, being able to get stuff for the baby. I just went crazy in there and spent all sorts of money, but got so many things, outfits and all sorts of things. And so, yeah, if you've never done a consignment sale, I would suggest looking into it in the area that you're in, because like I said, you can do some amazing shopping on a budget. And if you have things that maybe you want to get rid of, that you have that are in good condition and you'd like to sell them but you don't know how, consignment sales are a wonderful way because they make it so easy to tag and label and log all of your stuff in so that you're able to sell it. So I mean, they take a part of it, a commission, but they sell your stuff and you make money off of it and you don't have to worry about that. So it's a win-win for everyone, and it's just awesome. So we love it. Yeah. So now that I've showered, I went ahead and put this cloth t-shirt on my head so that it could get some of the water off. I'm not trying to get my hair completely dry, but I just don't like my hair to be dripping wet. So it was probably on for a good 3 to 5 minutes. And look at that, y'all. Now, if I could fully wash and go, that would be great, but my scalp ain't set up that way. The way my scalp is set up, it needs a little bit of TLC. So I got my DIY oil that I'm about to go in with and just get my scalp and my locks really quickly so that I can lock in some of this water moisture. So let's go ahead and do that. And it is as simple as that. My hair is still very damp, still very wet, and I'm gonna go out like this because I can. Took me all of a matter of less than 10 minutes to wash my hair. Dried it with this on my head for 5 minutes. Put some oil on it, and now I'm ready to go. It'll air dry. Doesn't even take that long to air dry. So yeah, time to get to them errands. Get that out of your mouth. Why you got Elsa in your mouth? Get Elsa out your mouth. You just messy. You just messy. Addy. You trying to see yourself, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ask the pup what he thinks. What do you think about that, Embers? What you think about that? Nothing. You got nothing to say? So I wish this little girl would leave me alone and let me sleep. So I wish this little girl would leave me alone and let me sleep. And say I wish she would leave me alone too. Y'all just come up in here messing with me. Jules, he don't need a dental. He doesn't need a dental inspection. Gentle. Yeah, you need to be gentle. Embers is very patient with you, aren't you, Embers? So you're a sweet puppy. Yeah. Way sweeter than the girls deserve sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. Say the baby just abuses you. Not really. But she is rough with you. And you're super sweet, aren't you? You're a super sweet pup. Yeah. See, we love Embers because he's a super sweet pup, don't we? What now? So, I really do, as much as I rave about having Microlocs, really do love them for the fact that she waits until I try to record to decide to fuss. But I really do love them because just washed them right before I left home. Just dried them a little bit, put a little bit of oil on, as y'all saw. And now I'm out and about. They are drying. They're still damp, but they're drying. And I, you know, loved my loose natural hair too, but I could never just wash my hair and leave the house within 10 minutes of me washing my hair, just putting a little bit of oil or something in my hair. So it really is the ultimate wash and go to be able to wash your hair and get up and go. So I'm going to keep promoting Microlocs because it really is hair freedom that I did not know before. Got some dog food for pups. Now the wife is in TJ Maxx because she was here yesterday with the little one, and the little one threw her shoes out of the cart at some point, and Mama did not realize until she got home that we no longer had the shoes. So she's in there right now checking to see if anyone turned them in. So hopefully we do still have the sandals. It'll be a miracle though, but I don't know. They were new sandals that she had just bought her. So hopefully they're there. And then where else do we need to go? We need to go to Walmart and Michael's. So a couple more errands to run.
Michael's?
Yeah, that's the name of a store that we have to go to.
Hi. And that's Jules'
and the other one back there, cutting up. Going to get her a snack. So Jules, you want your snack?
I want a snack.
I'm sure you do.
I always do. Bye. Thank you.
You got a birthday coming up soon. Gotta get some stuff for the birthday party.
That's why I want rainbow candles. Because they
Today is my oldest child's 6th birthday, and so I am up at 5:45 so that I can run to Dunkin' Donuts to get her some donuts for her class, because my child likes donuts and that's what she said she wanted. She didn't want the cupcakes that were all pretty and decorated like she normally would, but this year she wants donuts for her class. So Dad is up super early, headed to Dunkin' Donuts so I can get those for her so that she can have them for her class. Ooh, and I ain't got no kind of voice. But, yeah. Again, loving the Locs because literally took my bonnet off, sprayed my hair a little bit, finger detangled, and walked out the door. and I look presentable. May not sound presentable, but I look it. All right, I can't even keep my eyes open, y'all. But I am awake. Got to be awake when you drive and alert. So let's do this. It is so dark that you can't even see me. That's how early in the morning it is. Ooh, that's a spooky lighting. But yeah, got the 2 dozen donuts. Oh, there's my normal alarm going off. Got the 2 dozen donuts, and yeah, just got glaze. She wanted just plain glaze, so my baby knows what she likes, and that's what we got for her class. I had to get them to separate it into, instead of a dozen donuts in one of the big boxes, they split it up into half dozen boxes. So 4 half dozen boxes, because she's only 6. You know, she ain't got them guns to be taking 2 dozen boxes, or 2 dozen boxes, 2 dozen donuts in those big old boxes all the way to her classroom by herself. So got them in smaller boxes so that she can actually carry them, because we do carpool.
You put that. You can't put it on the seat. Huh?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yum, yum, yum. Dropped sister off at school. She's super happy. Today's the 2nd day of school. It's her birthday. She's 6 in 1st grade. She's feeling all sorts of just big and empowered. So that's awesome. She's got her donuts for her classmates. And now I'm back walking with the other sister and the puppy too out here. Where are they? But yeah, just out here, and I got my little gadget around my neck. This is something that I just got recently from Amazon. I'll link it down below so you can check it out for yourself. But this little gadget right here is a portable neck fan, I guess it's called. And what's cool about it is I got them for the beach, because when we went on a beach trip, when we went up to, what is it called? Hilton Head, a couple of months ago, both the girls had these like little heat rashes after being on the beach one day, just because they had been out in the sun. And even though they had sunscreen and everything on, they still had some heat rashes on their faces and necks, I guess from being out in the sun exposed for too long, a little too hot, for whatever reason. So I was like, let me get some neck fans and see if that helps at all with just the overheating and whatnot. So I did, and what I love about these is that they're pretty inexpensive. They can come in different colors if you want them, and it has a little button. It's rechargeable, so that's what one of the biggest things is, that you just recharge it with a little mini USB type thing. And so, random nails in the middle of the road. I'm gonna go ahead and remove those so that nobody pops a tire. But yeah, but what I love is that it has 3 speeds, and so we use them for the beach, but now I'm gonna have it on my walk, and there's 3 speeds. It's awesome because you can just be going about your business, and you got a little fan. And now they have these little, I don't know how hard it is to see, but they have these little like fan holes at the top of it, and that's where the air comes from. Now, even with the 3 speeds, even when it's on high, you're not going to be having your Beyonce moment. It's not that big of a fan, but you know, your hair is not going to be out here just blowing in the wind. But you'd be surprised how it's on 3 right now. It's on the highest speed, but you'd be surprised how significant of a difference it makes when you have a fan around your neck, whether you're, like I said, at the beach or outside at a cookout, out doing yard work, just in your yard gardening or whatever, or out for a walk exercising. When I had seen these things promoted before, I was like, that's kind of bougie. But I guess I'm bougie, because yeah, it's nice. because it just, who doesn't want to have a little bit of extra airflow going on to keep you cooler? So that's where I'm at. Loving that. It's lightweight, it's rechargeable. So about to get this walk in, have some breakfast, and get to work. Question, do any of y'all have that friend who parties too hard and then can't hang and can't hold themselves in company or whatever, and you're like kind of embarrassed later because you're like, well dang, you were showing out all high energy partying and now you're slumped? Like, embarrassing. I got that friend too. Just slumped. This morning she was all about that life, all loud and stuff, and now can't hang. Oh, hi puppies. Hi puppies. Y'all need to go back to your yard though. You can't follow us. Go back to your yard. Go back to your yard. All right, so we are out of the body butter that I like to make DIY at home. It's been a minute since I've made any, and we are about to be all out, so I'm going to, ooh, I can't talk today. I'm going to go ahead and make some more, and y'all already know that I'm a Amazon-aholic. At this point, I feel like Amazon just needs to sponsor my life because I literally shop and do you're just doing the absolute most. Y'all know kids just never want to let you be great when it's time to get on camera. And now she laughing. Ha ha ha. Silly stuff. But yeah, I've got some raw cocoa butter, pure 100% fresh, that I got in the pound bag. I got some... Yo, I'm sorry. I got shea butter also in a bag. And I'm gonna do the double boil method. Double boiler, yeah. So I got this little mixing bowl, and I'll use my little mixer. This I actually got from Goodwill for like $2. So love bargain shopping. Also gonna add some vanilla essential oil for a little bit of aroma, and some almond oil and vegetable glycerin. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that started. So first, I gotta get my water filled up. Hi. Hi. You wanna say something since you all loud out here? Hi. Don't throw my blanket away. All right. Filling up water to put into the kettle, or filling up the kettle with water so that I can boil that and start the double boiling process, since I don't want to put the shea butter and the cocoa butter directly on the stove. So I've got a double boiler set up here. I'll put the water down there so that the steam can come up, and then I'll be able to melt the stuff in here. So for now, we're gonna wait for this water to boil, and then we'll be right back. All right, water is done boiling. So now we're gonna start with cocoa butter. All right, and this stuff, it's hard to see in the bag, but it comes in this bag. It smells really good. It smells like straight up chocolate. But it comes in these like chunks, which is why you have to melt it down. So I'm gonna add like a good amount, maybe try to make two helpings, 2 bottles worth. So I'm putting in this amount of cocoa butter into my bowl, jar, whatever it's called. And then the shea butter, this one I have to cut, because this one just comes in a big old block. Looks like cheese and honestly does not smell that great. But you can't survive without the shea butter, so come over here. Alright, so I try to add less shea butter than cocoa butter, but it's very soft and comes off very easily. So I cut off a chunk and then I'll cut it into smaller chunks just for it to go in there. It is very oily and moisturizing, so even when you're cutting it up and you get it on your fingers, yeah, that's shea butter. But that's how you know it's gonna be good when it comes out. All right, so we got our shea butter and our cocoa butter in there. And I'm gonna add some almond oil. Ma'am.
Oh no.
What do you, get out of your mother's drawer. So mom has a baking drawer and she is all up in the mix right now.
No.
All up in the mix. Mama said, not today.
No.
Not today, baby. No. Oh. This little girl knows how to tell other people no really well, but doesn't know how to follow no, bro. Alright, so adding some almond oil to that. And I'm going to add a little bit of vegetable glycerin. Versatile skincare. Softens and moisturizes, multi-purpose. So it's a humectant. We love our humectants for our hair and for our skin. Then we're going to take that and move this all over to the stove. So let's move over to the stove. So over here, I've just cut my stove on, got it on high. Like I said, I'm going to pour the water that has already been boiled down into the bottom so that we have some steam boil action going on. And then on top, we sit what we have in here. And I have my essential oil. Again, this is just for fragrance. Add some vanilla in there as well. I don't know why I'm doing this little dropper. I measure things like we measure sugar in Kool-Aid. Now, we will wait for that to start melting and becoming what we need it to become. Alright, so as that one is melting down, just wanted to show you, here's the old one that we have that I made before, and as you can see, like, it has been used pretty much down to the very bottom. So this isn't just a recipe that I'm trying out on y'all for the first time and pretending like we use it. We actually use this stuff. I actually do make this and DIY it myself at home. And honestly, it started out just when we were expecting the second one, and just we didn't want to buy lotion from the store and have harsh chemicals or anything like that going into the baby's skin when she was a newborn, you know, with babies and sensitive skin stuff. So we just wanted to have something that was natural and that we knew what the ingredients were and knew what we were putting on our child's skin. I was like, let me just get some stuff off Amazon and make it ourselves, so that way we know exactly what's being put into the formula. And we love it. It comes out creamy, it comes out soft, smelling good, some serious moisturizer. Like, it gives you the moisturization. You end up coming out moisturized like you got Vaseline on in terms of moisturization, but you're not that greasy and glistening. So you get the benefits of the moisture of Vaseline without the look of Vaseline, if you know what I mean. So it's just a nice thick body butter that you can use, and not just for the kids. I mean, we use it as adults too, because sometimes my knees be on Mr. Brown mode, so we can't have that. So how do I rectify that? I get into this body butter, and then once it melts, I will let it cool down, and I'll even put it in the freezer just to speed up that process before I go on in and whip it up. Alright, our mix is completely melted, and now we are ready to move it from the stove to the freezer so that it can congeal a bit before we go in to whip it up. So I will come back and check on that. in about 15 or 20 minutes just to see where we're at with that. Left the stuff in the freezer for too long and it got ice hard, but I just put it back on the stove for just a little bit to loosen it up, and now it's starting to recongeal, so it's becoming the perfect consistency for me to go in and mix it. It looks kind of gross, buttery, but yeah, that's how we know we got something good. So let's go in and get the mixing going. We are moisturized. We are in here. Ashware.